cake. Is it okay if I call you my pride of faith? I ain't no player, I just got a lot of faith. But let me tell you, I like you a lot of faith. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, babe. Now you want to shoot with the head and the bottom, babe.
Hey y'all, Melody here with another video. Let's talk TS Madison. Now she had posted a video of her talking to Amanda Seales, and she was clapping back in those comments, y'all. Let's take a look at what she had to say.
Gender women that think that I'm jealous of them, or they think that I don't, because there's been a narrative spent that I don't like. I think we've talked about this before, that there's been a narrative spent out there that I don't like black women, and I have a grudge, or I have a negative feeling towards black women.
Based on what? Like based on things you've said, they feel like
based on things I've said, based on me talking about some experiences that I've had. Like, one, I'm not jealous of any woman, cis or trans. Let's make that clear. And they was like, well, honey, you're always going to be a man. You'll never be a woman. And it just makes me so mad that you say woman in any, with even the prefix of trans, when you can't birth a kid, and you can't. I'm like, ma'am, these are internalized problems that you have, because if my existence has you that upset, you gotta do some soul searching in you.
they really be thinking like trans women are trying to erase us. I'm like, how can you be erased? It's the same way that white people are like, immigrants and brown people and black people are trying to erase us. It's like, you're here. What do you?
I asked her in the comment, I said, ma'am, did you wake up this morning? Did you f your husband? Did you feed your kids? I'm still here.
I'm still here. Trans women can be here.
And cis women can be here.
And
they.
Okay, so I just gonna stop the video just real quick. Now, this next part is where she talks about how a lot of women do not like to be called cisgender. I mean, we talked about that. And one thing that I'm kind of like, really, girl? So she said that she never heard of this. She never heard of, of women saying like, hey, we don't want to be called cisgender, cis women, like we don't like that. And so she's, all surprised about it. And then the way she makes fun of it, oh my God, y'all, like when I tell you, it was just, I don't know, maybe I'm just petty, but it was triggering for me. Let's check it out.
Like, don't call me cis.
I was just about to say, this is new. I did not know that this was a problem.
Oh, girl.
I had no idea. I said that somewhere very casually, and people were like, don't call me cis. Don't call me cis. I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. Woman. And I was like, yeah, but you're also cis.
Right.
Like, cis, you're cis.
Like, right. And then they're like, don't do that. Like,
they said, don't do that to me. To me. And I was like, but it's a scientific,
only validating what you say. I'm a real mother. And I'm like, ma'am, I'm acknowledging that. And I'm also acknowledging that I'm trans. And I say I'm trans. So if you really look at it, who's angry here? These are internal problems.
Yeah.
Don't project on me.
Like this block fighting with this block, and it's like,
it's not your block. It belongs to that white man.
The municipality.
It's not yours.
And the other thing though is that you can't really truly own that until you also are aware of what you're putting in. And that's the other part. Folks be feeling like somebody's taking from me. It's like, well, did you do all the work? Did you do everything? Because if you didn't, that's the guilt that's tripping you.
Y'all think because y'all can put on hair and makeup and say there's more to being a woman than that. Okay, and I respect that, but that is also part of being the social construct.
I think there's
the social construct.
Yes.
Because you got to understand, you said that. I didn't. You said that you think that you could just put on hair, makeup, and lipstick and you're a woman. You minimized it to that.
I know.
You minimized.
Even when I hear people say like, oh, like if you don't have a womb, it's like, no, that's not it either. If you can't have children. No, that's not. And for what? Listen, the point
that makes you a female.
The point is that there is sex and there is gender. And the sooner we can understand.
They don't want to know.
All right, so there you have it. There were many mixed reviews in the comments. You can see this message here where somebody asked, where is your kids? And they told her that she needs to stay in her lane, where she replied, in your mouth, in your mouth. She went in on them. Now, this comment I really like, but if we're asking not to be called cisgender women, then why not respect that? I don't see what's so funny about it. That part, that right there is really what, I don't know. Like I said, just something about her, just like the way she said that, it was, oh my God, that got under my skin, y'all. People in the LGBTQ community want people to respect their pronouns all the time, but we as women ask not to be referred to as cis. So why not respect that, but instead want to come at us with all these definitions on why it's appropriate to call us that? And then T.S. Madison respond, I've been saying real women for days now. I haven't written cis anywhere. So yeah. So tell me, what do you think about what T.S. Madison had to say? Personally, I think it's one of those situations where, you know, you have a few that may ruin it for the many. Kind of like, I mean, this all started from that TikToker in the first place, you know, from what they said. So I think really they need to be getting all the smoke. But did y'all see this other story from Hollywood Unlocked? So Post star Angelica Ross reveals Jess Hilarious slid in her DMs after criticizing her for T.S. Madison feud. Still couldn't produce if you tried, homie. Andrew, a new way to bleed, huh? A lot of y'all get more and more stupid by the days. The gag is we got it, and you're never gonna get it. Never gonna get. All right, so you can see this is a tweet that started the DM. The trans girls are going to show a new way to bleed. We call it reading for blood, and I promise you girls don't want no part of this. I've been trying to keep the girls calm, but it's only so much I can do. So what is that? Is she, as Funky would say, is she in charge of the girls? From what I see in the comments, you know, you have a group of people that are like, look, this is a medical term. This is, you know, this is nothing offensive. You know, you just need to get over it. It's a medical term. That's why they're using that. And then you have the other side that is pretty much just like, you know, we don't care. We don't give a F if it's a medical term or not. All we know is we just don't want to be called it. Okay. So, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time. Bye.